Sight helps us to connect to our world, to the people that we love and to the moments that really matter in our lives. But for thousands in the UK affected by genetic sight loss conditions, those connections are at risk of slipping away. Retina UK is a charity working to support people with inherited progressive eye conditions, which means their vision gradually deteriorates over time. I have a family member who is living with inherited sight loss, so I know just how important the work of the charity is. Since 1976, they have supported people facing sight loss and the possibility of going blind, not only in practical ways, but also emotionally. Maria is 59 and from Kent. When her son, Jacob, was 11, what started as a routine eye test turned into a life-altering discovery.
As a young child, I was noticing Jacob was tripping up and the optometrist picked up on something. We were then referred to Great Ormond Street and they thought it might be retinitis pigmentosa. I was quite panicky, thinking what's wrong, not really heard of RP. And then we got the confirmation at Great Ormond Street and it was quite life-changing.
Because retinitis pigmentosa is genetic, Maria and Jacob's dad underwent testing, and it was found that she was a carrier for the gene.
David and I have both had blood tests to see where it came from, but to be honest, I always knew it was going to be me. And the guilt will always stay with me, and I felt a bit of a failure, I suppose, as well, that I'd given this to my son and it was going to affect his life.
Although Jacob tried to not let his condition hold him back, in 2022 he needed cataract surgery, but was told it may not improve his vision as much as he'd hoped.
I was kind of just sitting there thinking, look, I'm 26, I shouldn't be going through this. It wasn't until that point I realised how bad my mental health had been deteriorating with this and sort of like building up how scared I was. And I hadn't really had anyone to properly talk to because everyone I knew had sight. And I was so scared and I just said, look, Mum, I can't live with this anymore. And I just broke down.
Determined to support Jacob as best she could, Maria found out about the work of Retina UK and she got in touch for help.
We were heard and listened to, and that's when our life completely changed for the better.
The peer support group has honestly transformed Mum and I's life. I feel like I actually have a reason to leave the house. I've made incredible friendships. If there's anything that's on my mind, I know that on the peer support group I can save all my questions, and there's staff there that come along that are going to have the answers.
We've got people who actually understand.
Retina UK really does bring visually impaired people together that would never have met any other way.
When you're diagnosed with progressive sight loss, the uncertainty of what lies ahead can be a very frightening prospect. By providing clear, trusted and research-backed information, Retina UK helps to ensure that people are better able to understand their condition, explore their options and make informed choices. Ryan is 24. He has had deteriorating vision since childhood.
When I was a kid, I struggled to see the blackboard when we were in school, but then as I got a bit older, started driving, I was never able to do that. And when you're seeing everyone round about you being able to do it, you feel like you're just so different all the time. It's like such an isolating feeling where you truly feel alone. And then last year, I went from partial sighted to registered blind. I would worry all the time where I'm thinking to myself that when I'm blind, what am I going to be able to do?
The future seemed very uncertain for Ryan. He decided to reach out to Retina UK for some support.
The first conversation that I had, it was just showing me that blindness isn't the end of your life. He gave me support on what kind of jobs I would be able to do, gave me information on technology. It's through information that we'll start to thrive.
So the type of work that Retina UK do is vital. Not only are they supporting individuals with sight loss, but they're also supporting research. And research is absolutely vital to address these inherited retinal degenerations. We really need funding to push forward other avenues, including gene therapy, to see if we can stabilise, reverse or repair these kind of conditions which lead to sight loss.
The gratitude I've got towards Retina UK is massive. The research that's going on, it's ultimately going to benefit either my generation or the generation after me. So I know I've got great hope for the future.
Retina UK recognises the value of being supported and understood when you live with an inherited sight loss condition. Through their work with more than 7,000 people each year, they've built a community who genuinely understand the challenges people face. Keith is 78. He was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa when he was just 29 years old, a diagnosis which had a huge impact on his life.
I was a teacher at that time, basically becoming more and more tired and missing things in students' work. By the age of 46, I was given early retirement. From then on, the sight got gradually worse until I could see virtually nothing.
Keith found it difficult to know what to do next. He heard about Retina UK and called their helpline.
I told them I'd lost my job, I'd lost my career. I wasn't worried about the medical side of the condition, but the emotional side. This initial contact with Retina UK showed me that there were other people in the same boat. That phone call gave me the confidence to realise that things could work out.
After receiving helpful support, Keith wanted to become a phone line volunteer himself.
Hello, Retina UK helpline. You just pick up the phone and you let them talk to you. And I got great satisfaction out of being able to alleviate people's anxiety. Good, okay, good luck. Retina UK is an emotional safety net, and it's always there to call upon should I need it.
For almost 50 years, Retina UK has been dedicated to easing the fear and uncertainty that comes with an inherited sight loss diagnosis. By being a trusted provider of information and support, and committed to investing in medical research, they aim to create a world where there's more support, more treatments, and one day, a cure. If you're able to donate today so they can continue their essential work, then please do give now. To find out more, visit the charity's website, retinauk.org.uk. Thank you so much.